Some challenges in this watercolor painting, and we try to make the car stand out. Consider the whole thing as a big shape, right? So it's the main object. This will be the shape. Think about the space on the left side, the space on the right side, space on the top, space on the bottom. So make sure it looks good. It looks okay. So I'm gonna continue drawing a little more. So I'm gonna have the front of the car right over here, and a little shape cutting in the front over here. This is actually very interesting. It seems like I have lots of story. We're not going to make it too much details. And also look at the tires is flat. Okay, let's start the painting. Let's put a little base color for the car first. And you can change the color for the car anytime you want. Okay, I just want to have a little bit orange color, a little bit like this. I'm going to have it on the top over here. And from your previous exercise, you try not to give it too dark, okay? If you make it too dark and try to erase the color and try to make it back, it would be added some unnecessary challenge for your painting. I first put the local color, which is the color of the objects. Put the color first, and then we come back with a little bit more darker shadow color with the lighting. And that will be later. Okay, like that. On this side, and the top over here have this color, right? I like the things with stories. Okay, now I keep going on this side, keep putting the local color versus what the color before I addressed with stronger lighting. So here you go. Now, like that. Here you go, like this. No need to get into any details yet. Okay, now I'm gonna add the blue color. So I'm gonna get a little darker blue color and maybe have a little bit warmer blue color, which is the ultramarine blue. If still wet, it's okay. Like on this side, it's a little wet, but that's okay. So take a little risk, it's just okay. Okay, like I put a little bit over there, and the top over here, it may be still wet, but it will be okay too. Okay, so a little bit blue over here, like that. Like this. Maybe a little bit. Okay, a little blue color. Make it a little bit stronger. Right over here. We are going to play with the idea first. Okay, like that. And the top over here, I left a little space for the blue color, but it's okay, like that. Also, the top over here have a little blue color, and the back over here have a little blue color. Okay, now the back over here look like that, and on the wheel also have a little bit brown color, and maybe on this side have a little bit brown color. Now it's okay. And now I'm gonna have a little gray color. I'm gonna having this gray color, maybe a little bit more red, and putting inside over here. And after I putting the really deep color, it will show, okay? But right now, just put some color here first. And now on this side, seeing the inside and seeing the edge over here, and a couple the frames and the back of the car. And now it's good, and have a little bit kind of brownish color and the front over here. And the wheel, we can draw a little blue colors. We probably can create that suggestions. Okay, over here. And right now you can see that the whole thing, it looks a little bit flat. Not enough contrast between the dark and light. And like that. And a little bit over here. So this is what we are going to create a little bit later. And right after we're putting all the color here. On the back over here, we're putting a a little bit darker color. Now getting the red and the blue color. Now having that color over here a little bit deeper, and try to play with the idea, and then we're going to apply some even bigger contrast. But now I'm gonna have a little bit blue color. Now here you go for the wheel. A little bit purplish. That's okay, like that. Here you go. Underneath, and I have a little bit color over here for this wheel. Like that. That's good. All right, I'm gonna have a little bit deeper color. Now putting it in here. Now it's getting dry, and as we are painting, and if something is still not ready, it's okay. We'll come back a little bit later. But sometimes when you get some accidental effect, it maybe will surprise you. Oh my God, that is as good. I'm glad that I take the risk from time to time, and like a little hold over here. But if you wait until everything dry, and then before you go to the next, and everything dry, go to the next, and you maybe lost those sparkling moment. Okay, so like over here, and then also on this wheel. And right now we're not talking about organizing. We put the color in. We are going to come back to organize a little bit later. So I'm gonna also having the blue color over here too, a little blue color for the handle. Now I think the color that need to be in the painting, we already have it. So that's good. I'm gonna have a little bit blue color for the wheel, and I'm gonna have the darker color for other spaces like that for now. Yeah. I will wait for a few minutes. And the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start creating drama. Okay, the first thing, I'm gonna make the outside over here in the background a little bit darker so that the light side would pop, right? So I'm gonna have, just take this color, put it over here. I'm gonna have this, make sure the color is gonna be a little bit darker than the light side. First, wet the area with color. Coming on this side. But this side is going to be darker than the background. And I'm going to have some color even darker. So I'm going to have some blue color, red color, and putting over here. I'm going to have the outside even darker. So I'm going to have even a little bit more purple color. I'm going to have it over here. You see that? And now put the color here because the whole outside is a little bit darker. So I just make it a little bit darker and let it to make the light side pop a little more. Now you see the idea. So I'm going to put this color also inside over here too. A little color over here, and I have some yellow color. Okay, you see that? This actually the window, and would look like also part of the background. But I will come back with make the frame even darker. Also, this is part of the background. That means I come back would have to make it even darker for the frame. Now for the ground, I'm going to have a little bit more blue color like that. It's not going to be too dark. And let's see. A little bit blue. That's good. Now I'm going to have the ground look like a bit like this color. Now coming on this side, now is the drummer. We have to punch it to have the shadow side is much darker. So what I'm going to do, that have a little bit of the blue color. Now I'm gonna make this side a lot darker. Let's see how dark it would be. I'm gonna see when making the light side, this is also against the light, and like that. And on this side, I'm gonna make this even darker like that. Now you can see the light side and the shadow side is have a little bit more also here, also turning over like that. And now you see the light coming out, well, looks very nice. So I'm gonna have a little bit blue color mixed in here. So I'm gonna also have the color on the ground need to be darker, because that is going to be the catch the shadow, a stronger catch the shadow. In the back, I probably going to add some soft color. So I have a little bit green color and coming down over here like that. I may give a little suggestions for the plants, but it's need to add a little red color to it, because otherwise will look a little bit too bright for that. So like that, showing that is something in the background. Between the shadow side, the light side, and the background is already there. Now I come to use my small calligraphy brush. I'm gonna getting some really deep to punch it to make it look finished. Now I'm gonna use the pleasant blue. Have a lot of this color and put over here. And I'm gonna have the red color. And here you go. These two color, it make a very deep color. Okay, now here we go. Now take a look. Let's first come into the front over here. I'm gonna have even more blue. Here you go. And take a look. And there's a little gap, the front over here, and the deep shadow. And I'm gonna have maybe put a couple line over here, like that, and have a little big shadow over here. And coming down over here, now you can make the painting look very finished after we having the details like that. Okay, now coming to the bottom over here, look at the bottom of the wheel over here. I'm gonna put a couple line over here. Now draw a few line over here, just a suggestion. Now coming over here, now add the deep suggestions. Now over here on this side, here you go. Now I'm going to have a much deeper on this side. Maybe put a few line over here like that. And the wheel inside over here, I'm going to draw. And then the frame, like this. And then now the shadow side over here, and the wheel over here, and the bottom over here, I can show this side, the dimension of the wheel. And the bottom should have a bigger catch to shadow. Now on this side. Okay, now I'm gonna add this a little bit soft catch to shadow on this side. And then And from here on, I'm just going to come back to add a little bit details, like over here and the handle. And this painting is finished.